Samurai 8, Chapter 21, titled Shining White Blade, ramps up the action of the free-for-all samurai battle royale as Daruma and his allies cut swiftly through the enemy. It is the long-awaited showdown. Long-awaited in a up to 21 chapters at this point, but they are making a mess of the opposition as their numbers start to go down as they eliminate different adversaries. And while some of them think that they'd be able to just, some of the enemy samurai think they'd just be able to get back up and take them down after they regenerate, unfortunately, once their monitor vanished, they're kind of done. The organizer explains the rules of the Battle Royale. Namely, that anyone's ki who is slightly damaged is immediately eliminated. And so there'll be no regeneration and you're back in the game. So the enemy samurai's a little bit pissed about that. It's just like, oh, come on, man. So Katsugu even berates them for saying it's just like, you should have, waited and understood the rules of the game before anything happened. So once their number is out, once they're damaged significantly, they're out of the game. And the last samurai standing has the right to fight the organizer, and should they beat them, they'll get 1 billion yen. But a lot of them feel that it's just like, yeah, well, anyone who's come here to make money probably won't be the most, high-ranking samurai out there. But, if need be, if you feel that this is too much, you can just turn to your monitor and say, hey, I'm dropping out, or enter your own key, whichever works. But, Katsugu is all too ready for some of this. Because he really wants that money, while Hachimaru really wants to make that new ally. But they do question, it's just like, Katsugu, why are you even here? You're not even an actual samurai. But he says that they'll probably need them somewhere later down the line. Not to mention, I'm the one who brought Ryu after all, and knows it's just that Katsugu has Ryu doing his dirty work for the most part. And while Katsugu wants to hold back and get in as few actual battles as possible, Hachimaru actually wants to gain some experience. But Daruma actually has something specific for Katsugu to do, as Daruma pulls out a sniper rifle. So we get this nice little montage of everyone running into battle, riding on Hayataro, Ryu striking down enemies, Katsugu helping Daruma aim his sniper rifle, some really nice fights and showdowns and stuff. Then we get this dude with what looks like Mickey Mouse ears just claiming it's just like, yes, I am the Lord Grand Demon King among samurai, blah blah blah, I am so great, I am so wonderful, shouting through this megaphone attached to his holder, talking about how great he is, how wonderful his abilities are, and all this and that. And Daruma's kind of fed up with this guy and gets ready to go in for an attack, only for Hachimaru to actually have already struck the guy down within a second, which takes Daruma off guard because he's just like, oh man, his reaction time was actually faster than mine. So Hachimaru is in fact starting to grow. But everyone's taken off guard when Anne is actually captured by an enemy samurai. And he kind of berates, and it's just like, oh man, you let your guard down. And he threatens Anne, by saying, okay, I can split her in two. I want you to damage your own keys. And he's threatening to take them all down. But before Daruma can actually go in and strike this person down, in comes another samurai with this cloth over his mouth that says silence, but this guy's a bit of a big talker, and he also has a princess of his own. So they manage to slice down the samurai. They rescue On and turns On over to Hachimaru. And he does thank the samurai and his princess for saving On. The guy kind of starts to berate Hachimaru, saying, you should keep better eye on those who you're supposed to be protecting. This is your fated princess, isn't it? You have manners, you have the potential, but I have to wonder if your courage is really there, seeing as she got captured so easily. And while Kitsugu starts to think that maybe this guy has ulterior motives, the samurai says, no, I wouldn't have rescued your princess if that's what I'm about. I'm not a coward like this. So a very highly honorable guy for the most part. And we even have a moment where he acknowledges Hachimaru, saying that, look, you're still both young, you still will grow and cultivate as long as the two of you stand together. A samurai's courage is not something you're born with, it's something that's forged over time, wanting someone to protect with the power of a princess's prayers. It's not just something expressed in words, it's something expressed with conduct and all that good stuff. And so he kind of challenges Hachimaru to a little bit of a duel to see the bond between Hachimaru and An. And, he wants to see who comes out on top. He even tells Daruma, because he recognizes Daruma as Hachimaru's master, for him not to intervene. Because it's just like this will be a real duel between the two of them. So Daruma feels like this is a good opportunity to really test Hachimaru and see what he can do. And the samurai even tells An, it's just like, young princess, your samurai will be fighting, remember to keep your prayer up. But An starts to be plagued with these doubts because of her time within the princess school, feeling that she was always kind of useless. She was always kind of this aside character. She lost her locker ball, and she kind of felt like, was feeling very down because she lost her older brother apparently sometime in the past. But Hachimaru snaps her out of it when he apologizes that she got captured and simply asks that she could forgive him, and because he's not perfect. He's still new. He's still making mistakes. But she understands this and starts to give Hachimaru the prayer, strengthening him up. The opposing samurai actually acknowledges this and sees, okay, they got some power behind them. And as the two go in to strike each other, the samurai notices that Hachimaru has this shining white samurai soul in his blade, and Daruma starts to think that maybe Hachimaru has been awakened. He starts to become the box key that he's supposed to be. So I'm really enjoying this, really enjoying seeing this, fight that's about to break out. We're going to see Hachimaru shift into full gear. And, this is the kind of stuff I've been waiting for. But hey, tell me your thoughts and feelings in the comment section below. Are you excited to see what happens next? Are you excited to see more of the battle royale? And that organizer is obviously shady as all get out. There's something very much up there. So let me know your thoughts, feelings, and theories in the comment section below. If you liked this video, leave me a like. If you didn't, feel free to leave me a dislike. Subscribe and hit the bell icon, that way you never miss out on another Samurai 8 chapter review. And if you want to find me on social media, just Google Duuz-Diz-Din. I'm everywhere for better or for worse. And until the next video, I want you all to just remember that all of you have a shining white blade inside of you. You just need to find your courage. Bye-bye.